Paths, Lesson 19, Trying Your Plan, Refusal Skills with Miss Love. Objectives. I can learn careful decision making. I can explore the concepts of peer pressure and social pressure in order to deal with peer pressure. Schedule. First, journal. Next, lesson. Last, exit ticket. So our journal for this lesson is, tell me what you think peer pressure is. I have the problem solving poster up here because a lot of what we're talking about today deals with the 9th step in our problem solving poster, which is trying your plan. A lot of times this is where you'll see pressure from peers, and peers are your friends. So pressure from your friends come into play because you might have devised a plan and they might try to tell you that it's not going to work, but you'll only know that by trying the plan out. So that's why I have the poster up there. And as always, in the next slide, you're going to see a red bar. Once it turns completely red, your time is up for the journal, and we're going to move into our next slide. I know that your responses were great. So moving into the lesson, I kind of want to talk about what peer pressure is. So the meaning of peer pressure is a feeling that one must do the same things as other people of one's age and social group in order to be liked or respected by someone. So this essentially just means that you want to do the same things that your friends do, right? Because you want to fit in with your friends. And it comes with a price most times. So you're not making your own decisions. You're not in control of yourself in these moments, and you are letting other people control you when you give in to peer pressure. Now, not all peer pressure is bad, but for the most part, it is things that you typically don't want to engage in. And for the most part, when people are peer pressuring someone, it's because they don't want to do something alone, right? And a lot of times when it's something that you don't want to do by yourself, it can be that it's because it's not the best thing for you to be doing. So we are now going to watch 2 videos that display peer pressure. One of them is from Charlie Brown. It's an old cartoon. And the other is from the movie Finding Nemo. They both respond in different ways to the peer pressure, and we're going to discuss each video after they play.
Thanks, old pal. jump into a pile of leaves with a wet sucker. Say, Charlie Brown, I've got a football. How about practicing a few place kicks? I'll hold the ball, and you come running and kick it.
Oh, brother. I don't mind your dishonesty half as much as I mind your opinion of me. You must think I'm stupid.
Oh, come on, Charlie Brown.
No.
I'll hold it steady.
No.
Please?
You just want me to come running up to kick that ball so you can pull it away and see me land flat on my back and kill myself.
This time you can trust me. See? Here's a signed document testifying that I promised not to pull it away.
It is signed. It's a signed document. I guess if you have a signed document in your possession, you can't go wrong. This year, I'm really going to kick that football. Ah!
Peculiar thing about this document, it was never notarized.
Let's talk about this video. What happened in it? Firstly, Charlie gave in to the peer pressure. He gave in to his friend asking him to kick this ball, which would come as a surprise because if you paid attention to the video, it seems like this friend has done this to Charlie before. But he still gave in to the peer pressure because sometimes it's really hard to say no to your friends. And then next, he was being pressured by a friend. So by a peer, he was being pressured by somebody that he called a friend. So that can make it easy for you to trust what somebody is saying, but you just have to be mindful of what they're asking of you. And lastly, there were consequences to giving in, right? Charlie fell and he fell kind of hard, which is not okay. So something bad didn't necessarily happen to his friend, but something bad happened to Charlie. So we're going to watch this next video from the movie Finding Nemo, and we're going to watch Nemo respond in a different way to peer pressure and then discuss why afterwards.
Wait up!
Whoa. Cool.
Saved your life! Oh, you guys made me eat!
What's that? I know what that is. Oh, Sandy Plankton saw one. He said it was called a butt.
Wow, that's a pretty big butt.
Oh, look at me. I'm gonna go touch the butt. Oh, yeah? Let's see you get closer.
Okay.
Beat that. Come on, Nemo. How far can you go?
Oh, my dad says it's not safe.
Nemo! No!
What happened in this video? What was different? The main thing was Nemo did not give in to peer pressure. One of the things that was similar, and it is a part of it being called peer pressure, is that Nemo was being pressured by his friends, by his peers, by people that he was close to. But Nemo remembered and listened to what his father told him about it being dangerous going out into the deep parts of the water, and he paid attention to that, and that's what caused him to make the decision of not giving in to the peer pressure and swimming out into the water. And he gave that reason as to why. He said his father told him not to. Now that we've seen videos of peer pressure, of somebody giving in to peer pressure and somebody not giving in to peer pressure, I wanted to offer you ways to say no. So getting used to using your refusal skills, because there will come times where you have to make decisions, and having a bank of ways to say no will help you in making good decisions. Your first option is to say no and say why. And I give examples. You could say, I don't want to, it's wrong. Or, I don't want to, I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't want to, it's not the right thing to do. I don't want to because I just don't want to. That's a reason, and that is okay. Another suggestion is you could suggest another idea or just change the topic entirely. So an example would be, let's go to my house and play games instead, or let's talk about the game from yesterday. Just changing the topic or suggesting something else because you know in your heart that you don't want to do this thing. Or lastly, you could, when other ideas don't work, say no and walk away. You don't have to do things that feel uncomfortable or stay in situations that don't feel right to you. Our exit ticket for today, now that we know what peer pressure is, how it can present itself, and we've seen examples of giving into peer pressure and not giving into peer pressure, I want you to tell me, have you ever been peer pressured and how did you handle it? So you're going to post your response in the assignment that has the same title as this. So it'll be Lesson 19, Refusal Skills, Exit Ticket in our Google Classroom. And I look forward to hearing your responses.